So I always start these with a little cylinder pot that I've made, and I do this, I make slabs, I roll out slabs, I put it together and I put it around a toilet paper tube that's covered in wax paper, and this way I'll be able to pull this off easily later on. So I am using this kind of clay, which is the Crayola air dry clay. And this is the pot that I made last week. It was an emoji face that was surprised with the mouth open. So you can see a little teeth in there. And I like how it just by accident happened that I painted the inside pink, but it makes it look like when you look inside the mouth that it's pink inside of there. So anyway, today we're going to do an animal. I haven't done that yet, but I thought that would be fun. So I have my extra clay right here. I have my slip, which I'll use kind of as a glue. It's a mixture of clay and water. And I have a pin tool. And I have a modeling tool. If you don't have these tools, you can use a toothpick or a popsicle stick, something like that. You may know that as Pop-Up Art School, Janelle and I do these Facebook Lives twice a week. Janelle does one on Sundays at 7, and she does drawing, and I do one usually on Wednesdays at 7. And we also teach in libraries. I'm just marking out where some of the things are on the face right now. We also teach in libraries. We have one tomorrow night. It's a teen workshop or a class. It's how to draw Pokemon. So if anyone's interested in that, it's on our calendar on our site. Which if you go to our site, it's right at the top. It says calendar. You click on that. Anyway, so we'll be teaching that tomorrow at 4:30. It's the Walpole Public Library. And we're also on OutSchool. So I just marked this off. I'm going to have the ears come up like this right here, and their head kind of dips down a bit, so that's why I took out that piece. And I really need to add some clay to this before I begin because they have kind of a snout that comes out. So I'm not going to score and use slip with this part, because as long as you're attaching it to the base clay really well, it shouldn't fall off. So I'm just going to put a few layers on, build that up a bit before I get started. And I use the toilet paper tube on the inside because I can do all kinds of things to this and it doesn't deform the shape of the pot, which I like. And then later on, I take it out before it completely dries. So I've never sculpted a fox's face, so we'll see how this goes. That's the beauty of live video, is you never know what's gonna happen, so we'll see how it goes. I do have a picture of a fox up on my laptop, just for reference. They have kind of this fur that comes out this way, which is why I'm building up this area right here. All right, so I am going to add some ears. I'm going to make 2 evenly sized balls just so that the ears end up looking symmetrical and about the same size. That's a good place to start. That looks pretty good. So their ears are pretty big in relation to their face. They're kind of triangular. I'm going to end up trimming away some of this, but for now. And when we do these Facebook Lives, we're just sort of doing a quick idea for 15 or 20 minutes, and then I end up finishing it on my own and painting it, and then posting it or showing it to you in the next Facebook Lives. Let me just look at the proportion of these ears. Let's say like right about there. So this is kind of the rough draft, putting on all the pieces, getting the proportions right. sketching out where the eyes are going to go. Yes, I think right about there is a good spot. So I'm going to attach these ears. I'm not going to worry too much about how they look at the moment. And I am scoring, which is sort of roughing up the surface. And then you use a little bit of slip, and this is how you attach pieces with clay. If you don't do that, the things will fall off. All right, I got the ears on, built out the snout a little bit.
A little bit wider right here, on the other side, so for the cheeks.
Their faces and the fur kind of come out a little bit further than their ears, which is why I'm adding all of this material. So this is an air dry clay. I'm not going to fire it in a kiln or anything like that. It is more fragile, but it does feel like real clay, which I like. But the pieces are definitely fragile. I finished them with acrylic paints. And then if you want to, you can add Mod Podge to the surface too. Next week, I decided I'm going to make a pumpkin from a Pinchpot. I already made one from one of these cylinders. But I decided next week I'll do a Pinchpot because it's right before Halloween. Okay. So mouth is right about here. I'm just marking areas right now. And the nose, I'm gonna add a little more clay for that. Because it's kind of like a little button on the end. A little black button. Right there. I'm gonna put that right on the end. And the eyes are right about here, I would say. Not quite sure how I'm going to do the eyes yet, if I'm just going to sort of make holes like that, or if I'm going to build them out some more. I'm not sure. And I'm just marking where their fur is white. Just trying to get a feel for the proportions. Come out like that. So their ears are pointy, but they are pretty round right on the top. So I'm going to pull some of this clay out. And it looks like this ear is a lot taller, so let's see. That looks better.
I love foxes. I think they're really adorable. They remind me a lot of dogs. Alright, so animals are really similar to cats. They come down the line right here that goes into this part. I guess dogs are like that too, but I'm going to use my pin tool. This clay is pretty wet. One trick to working with clay is sometimes you have to go with the flow. If it's getting too wet, you have to let it dry. So I'm going to work on this some more. But like I said, this is kind of a rough sketch. Anyway, and it really is getting kind of sticky at this point, so I'm going to add some water just to shade the whole thing. Smooth this out. I'm going to add a little bit of clay here.
And I'll be going in and doing lots of texture on this guy. I think I need to make the eyes a little bit bigger. I was thinking about just doing two black holes like that, but I think I'm going to make them a little bit different, make them more prominent. So I'm just scoring a little area where I'm going to put the eyes, and then scoring the back of the sphere. Alright, so that's about all I'm going to do today for my little fox. And I'll post him on our Facebook page at some point this week when I finish him and I paint him. It's probably going to take me another, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes to finish the modeling, and then it takes me about a half an hour to paint them. So anyway, thanks for watching. Janelle will be live on Sunday at 7 p.m. I'm not sure what she's doing, but she usually does a drawing project. And next week, I'm going to make a pumpkin from a Pinchpot. Have a great night. Bye.